Welcome back to the Scrum, folks. The Panthers and the Lightning decide to kick it off early. We're going to go through it with former Lightning player Nathan Thompson. What's McDavid going to do with this money? What are the Oilers going to do with the lack of money? Did Brian's kids play well this weekend? Does the point streak continue? Find out next in the Scrum. Boys, good morning. Welcome back.
Great to be here.
Back in the studio.
Morning.
I'm glad our technicians were finally able to get Nate's lighting perfect.
Is it perfect?
It is perfect. You look
He
fantastic.
put it in his contract.
Nate did come back to us and say, read the contract, see the lighting requirements.
Make me look good.
Yeah, I gotta, guys, come on. I paid for the teeth.
I did.
Highlight them.
Highlight the shit out of these things.
Please, these are expensive.
Speaking of looks,
Yeah.
do we get a call up today?
We got a new guy up here. This is Brian. He came up from the minors. He made the rosters today. Rosters got announced. It's pretty big.
It's like his grade school picture.
Young rascal.
Young
Yeah,
rascal.
New season, new me.
Yep.
I mean, I strive to be better every day.
Mm-hmm.
I did jiu-jitsu on Saturday. Kept grabbing my own beard. I was ripping out my own beard, protecting myself, and said, it's got to go.
Yep.
I can't perform at my best. It's
That's
got to
fair.
go.
One time you shaved your beard, and our friend Mark Bricky had a great comment about Brian. He said, "You're the only person I know that clean shaven, you look scarier than with a beard." That's a good jaw.
That's a nice jaw.
Yeah.
You look.
I'm cuddly when I have a beard.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not handsome.
Yep.
But he's handsome.
But now
He's handsome.
we're really in one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Great to be here.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good job. You know who's, I don't know if this person's happy or not happy, because it feels like they just signed a contract for a relationship ultimatum. Connor McD signs a new deal this morning, and his deal really feels like if you don't start taking out the trash,
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving out.
It's 100%.
If we don't get engaged soon, I'm out of here.
It is engaged. It is the.
It is that talk.
Yep.
Here's your runway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like 6 months to a year. Plan like a nice weekend to Palm Springs or whatever. I'm not saying right this second, because that would be weird, but you have 2 years to win a cup.
Connor McDavid is not worried about Connor McDavid.
Oh.
Kirill Kaprizov, a little bit different story, but like
Yeah.
there's no comparing contracts. This is like a Sidney Crosby thing where no other elite player is comparing their contract to his, because Connor, I believe that they sat down and they looked at every player they could sign, every player they need to sign, guys possibly coming up, they're looming free agents. And Connor was like, okay, what number do I need to be at for us to win a cup in the next 2 years?
Yeah.
And they said, okay, sign the exact same contract for 2 years. And now they have a runway. And now you could say he is the best bargain player in the NHL.
Big time. They're on the clock.
They're on the clock. Yeah, Edmonton's on the clock. And I think that this is kind of what he said in his interviews. He talked about, like, I want to see this. I want to see that. I want to see what the organization's willing to do. What are we going to do all encompassing when it comes to making deals, making trades? Well, they have a lot more leeway now, because getting him at 12.5 for 2 years, and they still have him for this next season. Like, it doesn't kick into the following season. So this is huge.
It's
this
crazy.
Is big news. And this is, I hate to say it, if you're a Kings fan, this is not good news for the next few years.
I mean, the only way it could be a good sign is if he gets traded and then he's on the Kings at 12.5.
Yeah, I mean, do you think? I mean, not that he would be hard to trade. He'd be easy to trade, but he's more difficult to trade with a huge contract, because only certain teams. It takes away certain teams, right?
It might take some people out of it.
Whatever.
People would freaking.
But with this, it's like now he could be like, trade me now. And
There is a
it's a lot easier for a team to take on with that small
That's a really good
contract.
point, and I think there's flexibility there, and they probably talked about that, or he talked to his agent about it, where it's like, okay, if it's not working out, at least I'm at 12.5. They can retain salary. Another team can retain salary, and I can move on and then sign obviously a huge extension with whatever team he ends up on. If it's not the Oilers and they don't win however many cups they're supposed to in the next few years.
Yep.
But it's just, and I heard on the radio this morning, a guy was talking about, how every NHL player needs to get his money, needs to, cash his check, basically.
Sure.
But the NHL is so much different than every other league. If you have a guy, we've seen it in the past, if you have a guy that's making an astronomical amount, it's hard for the team to do well.
For sure.
And you've seen Edmonton in the last few years, and I think you look at the example of Sidney Crosby and other teams in Florida and all these teams that are able to have a bunch of guys under relatively good contracts, they win. So I think obviously Connor sees that blueprint, and now he's following it, and we'll see if Edmonton can get it done.
Man, what do they need? What can they do? What can they do? What are the pieces they need to change it to get the different result they're looking for?
I think number one is goalie. And right now, I think that has been the biggest question mark. I think it was the biggest question mark in the playoffs, especially in the finals. That was the difference. I thought the really big difference.
What about aging D?
I think it's number one goalie and depth.
Depth is huge.
Depth on D and depth on forward.
I mean,
you have your big name guys on D. There was a source, I don't know if Larms can confirm it, but Jake Wallman they were signing too.
He re-signed.
He re-signed
also.
seven times
seven.
7 times 7s. You have Jake Wallman, you have Darnell Nurse, you have Evan Bouchard, you have all these guys I think that are good defensemen. You add depth at bargain prices, which they can do.
Now you're gonna have a little
which
more
they
runway.
can do. We have more runway, and then you add depth at forward, same thing. And you have guys that can come up and maybe do the job, like a guy like Isaac Howard, who I know they just sent down, but I imagine they're going to have plans for him, and he's going to be up with Edmonton. So I think Edmonton, they just have a lot more flexibility now, and they're able to go out and maybe get a legit 1A number one goalie.
Man, who is it? Gosh.
Well, who's out there that's thinking that's a looming free agent or a guy maybe possibly being traded and thinking, wow, Connor McDavid just signed for 12 and a half for 2 more years.
Yeah.
And he wants to win really bad.
Yep.
Maybe I want to be a part of that.
Maybe I'll sign for 2 years.
Maybe I'll sign there.
Yeah.
Because I want to win a cup and I want to play with those guys.
Yeah.
And then and they still have Leon. It's not like there's just exactly. Exactly. But they have all the other let's be honest. The Edmonton Oilers still have a very good roster.
Yeah.
They went to the cup 2 years in a row. Like that's hard to do.
It's true.
Lost to the best team in hockey.
Yep.
They're still right there. I do believe that they're still right there. There's a few things they need to do, and this was a massive one to be able to get Connor under $15 million and get him at the same number he was at it's good work by them. But at the same time, I think the biggest credit goes to the captain, Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Because if he's not willing to do this doesn't work.
For sure. He has to see that, and he has to know, like, he knows. The team, like, he probably looked around the league and is like, where else am I going to go? We went to the final twice. Like, what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
Where he can go that's closer.
Yeah.
You
He
know what I
doesn't
mean?
want to, like, was it Marion Hossa? It's like, I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah,
They
both
lost
years,
the cup.
yeah.
Then he lost again to them.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that.
No. I mean, it all comes down to winning for Connor. I think it's legacy. He's going to win every accolade when it comes to personal things.
For sure.
The trophies, Art Ross, all those things.
Yeah.
But for him, it's about winning cups now. I mean, you see him, he's getting to play with Sidney Crosby on these international stages and all these guys that have won cups. And, you don't think they've had conversations where they're like talking about money and contracts, maybe not in depth, but maybe there are conversations where it's
not
like
crazy to think about.
No,
like,
what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to win?
I mean, they said Marner at Four Nations. I mean, that was a great time. Great time for the players, probably awful for teams because all those guys got to get together mid-season, and Marner's talking to guys and he's like, damn, Vegas is awesome. Oh, you guys can just like walk your dogs? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Guys chat, guys talk about it. So
of course.
I think that being around those guys, being on those Olympic rosters, Olympic camps coming up, all those things, I think that probably had a lot to do with his decision and how long he took to do this.
For sure. How many NHL contracts did you sign?
Ooh, I have to count. There's a few.
Oh,
there's more than a few. But is it good or is it bad? I mean, it means that
There's a few 1 years in there.
There's a lot of 1 years.
There's a lot of 1 years, but that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Could you imagine what it would be like of all the contracts you signed if at any of them you were going back to the GM and you're like, what does the structure of the club look like next year? Then? Who's going to be our third pair? Like you were just like, skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deposit that check, dog.
That would have been fun. That would have been a lot of fun.
It's crazy to think about though, right?
It is.
Like that. That's how next level somebody like Connor is there's 23 guys on the roster and one is like, show me the plans. I want to look under the hood a little bit here.
Jeff Jackson, I think he's the assistant GM with Edmonton, and he did an interview with Jeff Merrick. If you saw that on Daily Faceoff, and he talked about, he's like, this is unlike any other negotiation we've ever had because Connor holds basically all the cards.
Yeah, it's
whatever
it's like
he
NBA
wants,
situation.
whatever he wants, he gets. And I truly believe that this took this long because Connor was involved. Maybe they brought him in and he was involved and said, listen, this is what we're thinking for a plan. If you sign this deal, this is what we're going to do.
Yep. Yeah. So we could start to see, and maybe that was part of it is he signed, they lock up Wallman. Like maybe that's the first of many
pieces
things that are going to start, pieces that are going to start to fall. Maybe he says, hey, we got to get these couple guys. We got to get them out of here.
Or what do you guys think? I mean, do you guys think that this is you think he's giving them like one or two, or is it like if this doesn't change in a year?
I mean,
you guys are trading me.
You know, like I said, you're not getting engaged right now, but like there's a couple things. You know, you don't spend a lot of time with my family. You don't take out the trash every week. I got to get on you about the trash. Like I just want to know you're going to be able to do the things I need in my life. So maybe it's like, okay, we got Wallman, and he's like, okay. That gets me to the Olympic break. That keeps me happy through the Olympic break. What keeps me happy through the end of the year? Is there a trade deadline situation? Maybe I need you to. Maybe that's where they go out and get a number one goalie.
I think you're right.
I think it's a two-way street, and it's like he does his part. He's done his part since his first year in the league. You know, he's performed, and it's like if you can't build a team around the best player, that's an issue. And maybe taking a sweetheart deal, you know what I mean? He's saying, I've done my part on the ice. I'll do my part
in the bank account.
In the bank account too. You know? Yeah. So it's like letting him know.
Yeah, it seems like a warning, right? It's like a warning shot. Like, this is what I'm doing. See how many cups we can win in these next few years. If we do, maybe he stays. If we don't, bye-bye.
See you later. Yeah, I'm gonna go see what everybody else is doing.
And then, like Brian said, which is a good point. And then I'm cashing out.
Yeah.
Next deal.
Yeah. If you guys can't build a team, I'd rather just be rich and live in Columbus.
I don't think he's going there.
Whatever. Whoever wants to. He's like, whoever gives me $20 million.
Yeah.
That's where I play now.
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
No. Yeah. No. There'll still be teams lined up.
It might be more than that by that time. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you might have some player coaches on the team so they can afford to build the rest of the team around him. Yeah. We got opening week. Very, very exciting time. I think there's some good matchups.
There is.
They did some weird things. Like it feels like the league kind of did some a little bit of lamb to the slaughter, being like, "Oh, Panthers, you're unveiling a banner in second cup. Here's the Blackhawks on opening day." The Blackhawks are like, "Damn, we have to watch this, and we got to go play this game." Like,
we haven't been to the playoffs in a long time. We got to watch this.
Yeah, we got to watch this. This isn't the warm up we wanted. Like, come on, send us to Minnesota first or something. Like, kind of feels brutal. And the game's at 2 p.m. West Coast.
I saw that,
which is just like
ESPN, right?
Yeah.
It's good for us though. You know, we're gonna watch it in the office.
We'll be watching in the office. That's great. I just feel like I guess the thought has to be if you're a Florida fan, that game could be at fucking 9 a.m. You're taking the day off work and you're like, we're there. Like that's so maybe day. So maybe that is kind of the play is like whatever. The fans will be there whenever. I do like that they're tiering start times.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I feel like a couple years ago, it was like all the games with the normal, like 4 and 7 or something. You're just like, I can't watch every game.
We can't do it all.
You know?
I got 2 iPads going. This is brutal. Yeah, what else do we have? We have
Kings and Avalanche.
Kings and Avalanche.
It's a big one.
You going to go to that?
I'm in the process of working that out, but I think I am.
Okay.
Wilder and myself will both go.
Wilder wants to go.
I think Wilder wants to go.
Did you tell him Minnie's going to be there or something?
I might have slipped that in.
I might have potentially said that Minnie Mouse is going to potentially be at the Kings game. Like, Will Ferrell's there.
That's right.
Minnie Mouse.
That's a big one though. That'll be that's a good one to look at.
That is. That's a big opening night matchup. You have two teams, two juggernauts that have something to prove.
Mm-hmm. Big time. And
are pissed about how their seasons ended.
Both first round exits. Right?
Oh.
It's Colorado first round exit, right? Or they were.
Were they?
Dallas.
They played Dallas in the first round?
Yes, first round exit.
Man. Yeah, that's two teams that you're like, damn, you both. I think that's further proof to that the current format is not good.
It should be 1 versus 8. We can get into another time, but
that's a whole other.
But I agree.
We'll talk about that in March.
Yeah, exactly.
Although opening week is until the 7th, the Panthers and the Lightning did not receive this memo. And over the weekend, they just said, season starts now. We're fucking going. Boys are buzzing. They racked up 284 penalty minutes on the 4th. They had some of the most aggressive. I mean, preseason games. You fought in the preseason quite a bit. This is game two here. Is it Sabrin?
Scotty Sabrin.
Scotty Sabrin. Yeah. Allegedly, he's not even making people are like, he's not even making the Lightning's roster.
Yeah, he'll be a up and down guy, I think.
Yeah.
Call-up guy,
so he's coming in for this. I mean, I don't even know if he's allowed to start the season with what he did here. This
was definitely a retribution game from the first one in Tampa.
So
because there was stuff that was going on in that game too, but we all know these teams fucking hate each other
for sure,
and this happens every game. And I think with preseason, guys are going to take more liberties
for sure,
always.
And you've got the guy like him who's up and down.
Mm-hmm.
He may or may not make the team, and now he's like, oh well, here's how I can make a name for myself.
He did,
and he did. Everybody heard his name. It was funny that one Kulikov getting hit at the blue line. The announcer for the Lightning, he's like, "That's a good clean hit," and then they played it back, and he goes, "Oh, he did cross-check him right after, though. I guess that's what started it." I'm like, hockey people are so good. Like, even the announcers are like, "Yeah,
he might have got away with that one."
Yeah, he cross-checked him. That's what started the fight there. Okay, that's fair.
No, but this is just great for the preview of the season because, I mean, both these teams obviously are, I think, obviously the juggernauts of that Atlantic division, right? And every time they play each other, I mean, they play each other in the first round, and Florida, the Panthers are they're looking down on Tampa, and they have been the last few years, obviously. So I think Tampa, it's starting to.
They're pissed.
They're pissed
because they were the top dog.
They were,
and then the little brother came around.
Yep.
And took over, and then you've got just Tampa's always good because they're just good, and Kucherov was kind of the only like semi mouthpiece. But then when Florida took over and it gave space for Matthew Tkachuk, and when they asked him about the rivalry, he was like, "Well, for a rivalry, both of the teams need to win some games." He's like, "It's not a rivalry. We just beat them every time." I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" Like him even just denying them a rivalry. I was like, "You guys are great."
I will say, though, playing in preseason as a veteran guy, sometimes you would fight or whatever would happen to get yourself out of the preseason game.
Ooh, veteran move.
So you see a lot of guys, they'll get a 5, they'll get a 10.
Yeah.
They'll really dress it up in preseason because the refs will just be like, "You're gone." You're like, all right.
That's amazing.
Done with this game.
I mean, I just love what this does for Florida hockey, though. I mean, you got to think for the fans. I mean, they have more cups between those teams. They have so many cups.
Yeah.
And it's just like they could both sit back and be like, "Hey, we've won some cups. Let's not, be exciting, I guess."
Yeah.
And they're still, it's like, put it on, put a show for the fans. I mean, it's great for Florida hockey fans.
It's amazing. Fans are stoked. It's buzzing. Guys are scrapping. Kulikov's freaking just sitting on somebody right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be this is a good start to the season.
It's very good.
I mean, isn't the Battle of Alberta happening too this week?
You're right. It is.
I mean, they wish they could have this excitement.
I know. I wonder if they see that and they're like, "Damn.
Do I have to fight someone?"
You're right. You're right actually though, because like I don't think the Battle of Alberta or Toronto, Montreal have had something like this.
No.
Not like this.
Not for a long time.
Not consistently like
Yeah.
this.
I mean, that's the thing is like Kachuk said, though, it's like nothing has to make you more mad than your rival winning. So like the beef of the Ducks Kings, I felt like was the highest when the Kings won cups.
Yeah.
Because you're like, these motherfuckers like eliminated us and then they went on to win. Like where like the Battle of Alberta or like Montreal, Toronto, you're like, what are we mad about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we really heated it up in the regular season. Like,
You're right.
who cares? But you watch Tampa watches Florida win the cup twice, and they're like, these motherfuckers.
What have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the league we're in. So
Yeah, it is.
we'll see where it goes. I don't know we'll find out. We'll have to look when they play each other for the first time. That for sure gets moved to a national game.
I think so. I think most of these games should be. I think Lightning games and Panther games, most of them should be national now.
Absolutely. Well, continuing shameless plug because as we have to, we will once again be in the Florida Panthers team store this year. They've ordered some fantastic items thus far. They kept it going through the playoffs last year with us. And things went well. In the playoffs, I tried to go buy something, and a couple of the items were sold out. It was popping. We are attempting to sell to your friends in Tampa. We're needling. We're working it. So maybe we'll be there this year. Maybe we'll get to have our own Battle of Florida.
We should make that happen.
I threw you out there. I was like, Nate will model everything.
We should definitely do
He'll
that.
come down. He'll maybe work a shift in the team store.
Get a store in International Benchmark Arena.
Oh, how could you forget?
I can't forget that.
You can't forget
No.
the spot.
I've never been to Tampa, so I think we need to.
Really?
So that's the next stop on.
We
Yeah.
didn't go to Tampa.
You went to Tampa. I had a kid.
You had a kid. I went to Tampa.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You went to Tampa, and then I believe you went down to the Keys after, which is
do
not
that.
close to Tampa.
It sounds like a Hammer thing to do.
Yeah. See, they're like, I'm kind of close to the Keys. I went to the Keys as a kid. I need to go as an adult.
Yeah, in reference to where I live, the Keys are really fucking close to Tampa. Like extremely close.
It's true.
So, I mean, I've been to South Florida, so
Yeah. So maybe
I
you're
think
due.
yeah, Tampa this year maybe.
That'd be great. Get us out there,
Let's go to Tampa.
Nate. What do we got to do?
Let's talk to some people.
Okay.
I'll talk to them with you.
Yeah,
No
we gave
doubt.
them a plug for the fantasy camp. We probably sold that thing out already.
You're 100% already sold out.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hayes,
and there's the
Hayes would love to go.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a Stadium Series game, outdoor game.
Oh yeah.
They play
Hey.
Boston.
Hey, I just saw the ice guy for the NHL talking about they're like, oh, are you like we're excited, whatever, and he's like, yeah, it's a little risky. We'll see how it goes. I'm like, oh man,
But like you mentioned that's actually very true. Like the fact that there's 2 outdoor games in Florida this year.
it's crazy.
Crazy.
It's the new
Two.
new home hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like just as teams ebb and flow with how good they are, like California was kind of like super focused on when Sharks, Kings, and
Yeah.
Ducks were all good. Like they were running outdoor games where Kings and Sharks, Kings and Ducks, like they were running those up. And then it's like, okay, Florida's kind of the hot spot now. We'll
Yeah.
move over there. Like I think the league is good about just keeping an eye on that and be like, oh, this is where the focus kind of is now.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the hot spot. Those teams are winning.
With the teams in Florida, obviously Florida wasn't always good. They had some down years,
Big time.
but now in these markets that are smaller markets, they've had to do more, and where Canadian markets where they don't need to do, like Toronto doesn't, they're selling out they're selling out anyways.
Yep.
So it's like, even though they've had a good team, but they didn't have to build the fan base or do things. They didn't have to do anything because the fan base is so old and around. So it's like you have to do less kind of. You almost kind of, when you have a big fan base already, you kind of neglect them a little bit because you're like, oh, they're here
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, they're
you
sleeping
know?
in silk sheets over there. They wake up every day and they're like, "Oh, season tickets are sold out again."
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's built in for those Canadian markets,
Yeah.
those big markets, obviously like Toronto, Montreal. You have grandparents who are fans and then grandkids, and it just passes all the way down, right?
Yeah.
No matter what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where a market like Florida, Tampa, you have to win.
Mm-hmm.
You have to win to be able to get fans and
Oh yeah.
create that buzz. Like same thing in Anaheim and LA, same thing. So I think that's the difference. But the league has done, I think, a really good job of making these teams more relevant. I mean, you look at even Columbus. Columbus almost made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So you look at all these teams, and they're doing the right things, and then you add a team like Utah.
Yep.
And now you see them and what they're doing. So I think I think there's supposed to be, I think there will be 2 more teams in the league in the next 3 or 4 years.
Where are we going?
Houston, Atlanta,
Houston, Atlanta, I think. Yeah.
Thanks.
right off the top,
Right off the
just off the
top, this
dome.
guy.
I just don't.
My ears to the ground.
Brian's just like, you know what? In my travels, I've paid a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I wish we could go back to Arizona. They got a raw deal.
It was tough.
It's sad. People are so bummed. Like
They were.
they just couldn't. They had this. That's the one. A lot of people hate on Gary. I think Gary's done unreal. He's done so much more good than he's done bad. That one, I feel like he's usually a pretty good judge of character on ownership and things like that. The fact that they didn't vet that dude out more and figure out like, oh, he's kind of motherfucking us. He's not building a new arena. Like
That one, yeah, I agree. I think Gary's done a really good job, and I think that Arizona, I think he was trying everything to keep that team there, but they didn't. Well, you saw Shane Doan's wife took over, and she's on the committee now there because Shane Doan is technically under contract with Toronto, the Leafs in player development. So Andrea Doan, I think his wife's name is Andrea Doan. She has taken over and trying to lobby to get a rink approved, which they need to get approved in either Scottsdale or Phoenix, because in the past, like in the old Jeremy Roenick days, Rick Tocchet days, like they were good and they were selling out in downtown Phoenix. It's just where the location of that arena was in Glendale. There was nothing there. It's an hour away from everything. So it was hard for them to market a team like that, and they weren't good. So it's not set up for success. So if Arizona does get a team back, it has to be in the right location. They have to get it approved, and I think that if they do, they'll be successful.
I mean, I think that was part of the problem is, which I would assume that there would be enough money involved for them to do the research, but it's like the Thrashers did terrible, and they were in like downtown Atlanta, and then the Braves move out to this like neighborhood and build a whole district and do a whole thing. Braves are killing it, and now they're like, oh, wait a minute, that's what we were supposed to do. It's like, how do you not look at the Phoenix here and go, the arena should be near Scottsdale?
Yeah.
Like, seems pretty easy to throw a dart out there and be like, we should be by where the rich people are. They probably have some money to blow on hockey games.
It does. I think that's above my pay grade. I wish I knew. Why? Maybe not. But I think that's the biggest thing is them being able to lobby with the city to make sure they get approved for a new building in a different location. If they can get that done, maybe we have a team back in Arizona again.
That'd be nice. Atlanta, fine. Whatever. Houston, I don't know. I don't know anything about Houston. I don't know if anybody's excited to go to Houston.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've been to Houston. I think I have. I don't know.
Yeah, Houston's forgettable. You ever been to Houston?
I've been to Houston. I have some family outside Houston.
Come on. Get out of here. Your family really just sprinkled
Yeah, we're all over
the
the place. We're all over the place. Yeah.
Thompsons get out. Dude.
Yeah. We move around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a family of journeymen.
Yeah, we're just all kind of, like I said, sprinkled all over the United States a little bit. We've been around everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that. Nate, you kind of sandbagged it a little bit, but you did get dropped off out front by a driver, and you had a carpet rolled out that said NHL Network Talent. So that's cool. They gave you the budget for that in your new contract that you signed.
Yeah, what Hammer just said is completely false. I drove here myself.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. But that was I appreciate that.
New deal with
that
NHL
white
Network.
glove announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exciting.
New deal signed with them. I'm excited. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm heading out there next week. My first couple of shows. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun to be able to be on that stage and tell my perspective to fans and be an analyst on that, which was a network that I always watched while I was playing.
Of course, yeah.
So it's going to be fun to be on it and be on with former players. Like, they announced myself and Patty Maroon together, which was, I thought, pretty
Bash Brothers back again.
pretty comical since
That's
we
great.
play together
Yeah.
in Anaheim. We're line mates, and now we're both going on there to talk about hockey like we know what we're talking about.
Who else was on your line in Anaheim? Pat, and who else?
He kind of rotated. He was playing with the big boys a lot.
Oh yeah,
But
that's right.
I was a guy that always played with everybody, kind of thing. So
Of course. Plays well with others.
yeah, that's right. But
In full transparency, when you sent us that, I thought we lost you.
you thought I was gone.
Yeah.
Brian's like,
I know.
Are you moving? I know. It's the first thing I was like, oh man, like congrats, but wait.
I know. He asked me, he's like, "Do you have to move now?"
Yeah. Are you gone?
Yeah,
That was
because
my
the
first-
Thompsons freaking sprinkle all
Yeah.
over the
This
place.
is true.
I don't know.
No, I know. I'm here. I'm here to stay, but I'm traveling.
So
Prob-
congrats.
prob-
If I
thank-
didn't seem too excited, I was nervous and
Thank you,
scared.
Brian. Thank you.
You're bi-coastal now.
Bi-coastal. Yeah, I'll go there
Wow.
about once a month.
Yeah. What all does this include? What do you know? What shows you're going to be on? Or
I
what
don't
kind
know
of
what
your role's
shows I'll
gonna
be on. I'll know what shows I'm on a month beforehand.
Okay.
Before every month,
Okay.
but I won't know way ahead of time. But yeah. I mean, I'm going to be there all year.
Man, that is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it'll be
Congrats,
fun.
man.
Thank you. That'll be fun.
Larms.
Thanks, Larms.
Larms
Thanks,
is
Larms.
actually clapping for
Hey,
you.
we should
Thanks,
at some
Lawrence.
point we should plan. Where do you guys film?
Secaucus, New Jersey.
Beautiful.
We should plan a trip when he goes out because you're going to go out on
It's-
weekends, right?
It depends. I could be during the week. It could be on the weekends. But
We
it's,
should plan a trip.
it's
though.
only
when
like
he goes out to
Anytime.
film.
it's very close to the city too.
I'll go anytime.
not far from New
We're
York,
very
right?
New Jersey connected.
Yeah, go check
Another
Devils
team.
team.
Another team
oh, wait.
store we selling.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, Devils. We're on our way.
Really?
Yeah.
So okay. Well, let's go back to that. How many team stores are you in?
I think as of this year will be 12,
I think so.
14, 12 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've sent
yeah,
decks
set it
out.
off,
We've sent
Lawrence.
decks to a couple teams, and one team I'm not going to name them yet because I don't want to jinx it. But it's a team that it's probably the most requested team that we get that we don't work with, and we've sent them. We did an insane deck and we sent it to them, and so it's just like we've talked to these teams and we're just they're waiting. We are I think as a company we are like people. They're scared at first, these new teams. You know what I mean? They have, it's not that they have hesitancy, but since we're not like Fanatics, we're not this big company where they know exactly what they're getting. They don't fully understand what they're getting from us yet. So, but like with Florida, we gave them a little taste and now they're like, let's go. Like I mean, the buyers sending us like ideas, one-off ideas, stuff like that
That's
from our
great,
social media posts.
Yeah.
And that once they know they can do that with us, then it's the floodgates open. I mean, same with Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck Nashville.
We've developed. That's kind of how it goes. Is they sort of are like not timid, but they just don't know. They don't know who we are and what we do, and whatever. And then I think they kind of follow us, and then they start seeing.
Yeah.
We seed some product to players. We seed some product to if there's a band from the same town, we seed product to that band, and then you start seeing and like. I think the teams are kind of starting to be like, oh, okay, we get what you're doing now.
Yeah,
And
we
then
need to jump on that.
and then they enjoy us.
I mean, like the Blackhawks. We're back with the Blackhawks. We'll be in there again this year. But, I mean, Netflix, huge WWE Netflix special. CM Punk's just wearing our collab on there. And it's like, that's just.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, here's this clip. This is
They're losing their minds.
unpaid advertising.
Yeah. So we got to get the Lightning on board.
We got to get the Lightning on board.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
Okay.
No pressure. Lightning.
Yeah, if we don't work, if we don't work with your team, we're adding who the Kings are playing. Is that official?
I mean,
It's pretty close.
can be now.
Yeah.
Let's make it official.
Yeah, we're gonna have some items in the Avalanche store this year.
Wow.
That's one. That's a big one.
That's
that
a
we've
big
been,
one.
We've been working
We've
on.
wanted that one for a while. Josh Manson needled that for us for a while, and it's kind of another one of those where like I would kind of go back and forth with the buyer. They're unsure about us, and then I'd hit them with, "Hey, here's a picture of Nathan McKinnon wearing our hat at a Nuggets game," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just
Here you go.
just want to check in and say hi." I'm like, "Here we go." So they're jumping on board with some styles, and I think it's going to go. I think it'll go really well, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, I think I know how we can needle it with Tampa then.
Okay.
All right.
I love it. We should call someone live right now. I'm just don't.
We don't have that technology.
You don't have to. We don't have that. Alarm
Kidding.
starts-
Totally
alarms
kidding.
just
Totally
start
kidding.
sweating.
Totally kidding.
He's like, how do I bring someone in on FaceTime? Shit. Maybe next week.
Next week.
Maybe next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. And I know that I like that you went back to replug us. I'm going to go back to replug you. I got an email from DirecTV, of course, that price is going up. They're like, oh man, like we got, whatever circumstances, of course. And I was like asking my wife, I'm like, what do we watch on DirecTV? Like, it's like $170 or something. Like, it's an insane amount. And she's like, I don't watch anything. I watch YouTube and I watch hockey. And I'm like, okay, where do you watch hockey? She's like, ESPN, whatever. I'm like, okay. I'm like doing the math. I'm like, the only thing I watch on DirecTV is fucking NHL Network.
That's it.
The only place to get it is through like one of these streaming services. And I was like, oh man, I guess I don't need NHL Network. And I was kind of mentally doing that. And this fucking thing of Nate comes through and I'm like, okay.
You're like, fuck, I got to get an NHL Network now.
I'm like, all right, I got to keep DirecTV. I text Carla. I'm like, hey, keep in DirecTV. Send the Nate thing. She's like, oh, that's great. I'm like, yep. So hopefully a good amount of that goes to Nate.
Well, I'm glad you're. Thanks for staying with the NHL Network.
I mean, it's
appreciate
working.
It. Yeah.
One sub locked in.
Thank
Boom.
you. Thank you.
That's all you're hoping for.
Thanks for staying with us.
Hey, anytime. I was almost gone.
Real company man over there.
Yeah, I was really close to leaving, and then brought it back. So thanks for doing that, Nate.
You're welcome. Hopefully, I can bring it this year for you.
I think you're going to. I've watched a lot of NHL Network over the years, and always, EJ and all these dudes. Like, everybody's so rad on there, and like it must be a good like culture that they built in that studio that everybody's just having fun and talking about hockey, and it's great. I think it's gonna be really nice for you.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't go too well that you move, but I hope you do like mid.
Just mid.
Yeah.
They call
I want
that
to keep re-signing your deal.
6'7".
Yeah. Yes.
6'7".
Yes, Nate.
6'7".
Yes.
See that?
Nate's
6'7".
Nate's
I'm gonna be
fucked up on
6'7" this year. Yeah. I think I use that.
I don't know if you did because I still don't understand it.
Isn't 6'7" like kind of like okay mid?
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't know what it means.
I fucking totally botched that.
We're gonna
I
find
use that
out.
whole.
We're
I used it
gonna get
wrong.
A lot of comments. About
We're gonna
it.
find out. You've been working on it.
That's it. That would be Gen Z that would let me know.
Yeah, or whatever's after that. What's after Z?
I don't know.
I'm not
Whatever
sure.
my kids say it.
Speaking of Brian, did your kids play hockey this weekend?
Yeah, we had one game. Maddox had a game. He had the old battle of the basement.
Oh,
2 teams. He's having a tough start of the year. 0-3. Playing another team who's 0-3.
Oh, only one team.
Only
leaves,
one team.
lost. Goodness.
Yeah. So, but Maddox has a point a game streak going in. So, he's playing. So that was really the only thing. Like, here's the thing. No one cares about 12U wins. That's what I've been telling myself. But
Brian just repeats that in the shower.
but you want you want your player to develop. You want your kid to develop.
Yeah.
He's developing. He's already. I think his confidence, everything is. He's doing his hockey IQ. Everything is increasing. Excuse me. I think every game, every practice, it seems like he's a new player this year, which I'm stoked.
Yeah.
That being said, going into this game, I'm thinking just get 1 assist, just keep the point. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to expect with this team because it's 12U double A. Oh my God, I have it on. It's
Brian,
on.
That's a fine.
I don't know what happened. I have it on. Do not disturb. All right. So going into point a game. I don't know where this team is because all 12U double A teams, they're all good. They have good players.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
They all have a few players. Even if you're winless, like both of our teams, you have a couple players who can change the the direction of the game. So we come out. We score on the first shift, and I think there we go.
It's a good start.
Yeah, good start. Maddox comes out, has a goal and 2 assists, so point streak is alive.
Oh wow!
One player who I think who is our best player, who's only had 2 points in the first 3 games, which was unlike him because he did really well last year. Had 3 goals, 2 assists. Like he was just put it on him. Like playing possessed. The the boys were not losing this
I
game.
was safe to say you guys won with those numbers.
We won. Yeah, we won.
Oh,
We
no.
won.
I thought we were in that Angels Otani Mike
No,
Trout.
no, we won 11-1.
We lost 14-12.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we won 11-1. They scored one on a power play in which I think the boys got in trouble for.
Oh.
But it's a power play goal. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it was a good, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, it's fine.
They came out and they crushed. They played, I think, by far one of their best games. And they needed to. So it's like, if we can take this into the next game. It was great. It was awesome. I did experience, not at that game, but Maddox also did a roller tryout for he's going out for a roller team.
Nice. Why not?
And
That's great.
just like from the all day of hockey, like seeing how parents talk to their kids and this and that. I don't talk to Maddox post game about anything really, unless what he asked me. You know what I mean? Like, and even pre-game, the only thing that I tell him is I give him a fist bump and say maximum effort.
Ooh.
Like that's really that. I mean, I'm not going to coach him. I just say like, just do your best. Because that's something we talk about all week, anyways.
Yeah.
So very little. Like he's conditioned me to that because he doesn't need. I don't want to add pressure. He doesn't need me to. He just needs me to be his dad, right?
Yep.
I did see some parents talk to their player, and right after the tryouts, and they were kind of like saying what he could have did better, and I was like, ugh. And it's like I don't know. It's like it's okay, whatever. But in that same thing, right after that, Maddox was in the locker room. This is at the roller. I walk in just to see like, hey, like, are you almost ready? And they're having a conversation. No other parents are in there. They're having a conversation. I look at him. He mouths to me, "Get out," because he's like, "You don't need to be in here."
Yeah.
And I say, "Turn around, see you later," and just wait in the lobby, wait for him to come out, and then he comes out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and that player that I saw, that parent, same age, so the same age kids, and it's just like, and then I'm not trying to diss them at all, but it's like this is the rapport that I have with Maddox now, and I think that's taken some time, and I think that's allowing him to be his own player.
His own person too.
Yeah,
And I feel like there has to be a level of like, not that Maddox would ever say this to you, but he's like, "Dad, I've seen you on the ice.
no, but,
Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know what I know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Leave
for
it to
sure.
the coaches.
For sure.
Just let me know we're getting Chick-fil-A or whatever."
Yeah, for sure. The only thing, like, they fucking say, like, points don't matter, but all the kids fucking, that's all they care about is
of
the
course.
points.
That'll never change for a long time.
He asked me, he just goes, "Did you get the sheet?" Because the sheet to see. And, of course, one of his assists, they gave it to 30. We don't have a 30 on our team. So they wrote it down wrong. So I text the manager. I'm like, "They gave Maddox's assist to 30. We don't have a 30. It's supposed to be 33. She's like, "I'll rectify it." Because that's the thing. That means that assist won't go on the thing. And all the kids, the kids fucking talk shit to each other. They'll straight say like, "Hey, you only have 3 points." Like this and that. So they want. And last year we had a kid who was 3 and they gave, you know what I mean? Sometimes they would be on the ice together, or sometimes they would just see that and they would give it to him. And granted, that kid was good and he got a lot of points too, but still, it's like every fucking point matters to these kids.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, because they all look at it, they look at the Ska site, and they're like,
of course.
"Dude, you're at the bottom."
Yeah, of course. They need him.
It does. Yeah, I agree. It does and it doesn't. But that, I'll tell you this, it'll never change.
Yeah.
Like that happens at the NHL level too.
Yeah.
Where guys are like,
Guys are talking shit.
Yeah, not talking shit, but like guys are making sure that I get my assist on the second assist.
yeah.
Like you'll be after the game and you'll be getting out of the shower and you'll see the team services guy or PR guy that's in charge, and you can go and talk to the person that gets the points changed.
Yeah, of course.
And you'll see guys be like, "Hey, like I fucking touched that."
That's money.
That's second assist.
Yeah, literally money.
And if you look back, 100%. Like you go through contract negotiations, and sometimes those things come up where you need those things. So,
did you watch the Cowboys Packers game last weekend? And like towards the end of the game, it was the Micah Parsons returns to Dallas, whatever. He had no sacks all game. And then he tackled Dak like, it was like maybe, it sort of seemed like it was out of the pocket, so it shouldn't have been a sack, but they awarded a sack. Cowboys win, whatever. And they interviewed Dak after, and he's like, all happy, whatever. And they say something about Micah, and he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you didn't sack me," or something, whatever. They're like, actually, on that last sack, they gave him the set. And he's like, they gave him that? And he's like, you tell he gets mad for a second, and he's like, we won, don't look like a dickhead. And he like laughs. He's like, oh man, I don't know about that one, but good for him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
whatever. I'm like, they care.
But it's great though that you guys have that relationship where he just looks at you and you already know.
Yeah.
Like I'm not this is your domain. I'm backing off, I'm gonna let you play. But I love that, like, and that's how it should be. I think most parents should adopt that, because I think sometimes less is more for kids when they're that age, because they just want to have fun. And I think that's the biggest thing. You say it. You said maximum effort. It's maximum effort and have fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it's all about.
And I've gotten him to the car. I mean, I know so much. There's so many good articles or interviews about parents talking about one of the best things about youth hockey is the car rides.
Yeah.
And I've gotten him now to be able to tell me when he's nervous on the way, so we can talk about that. And it's like, so I can help him, and usually when he says that, I kind of, I go to all his practices. So I like, if you're nervous, I'm like, you're nervous, but you cooked at practice, remember this, you did this. Yeah. It's like, you worked hard this week. Like you know what I mean? Like what, and actually it's actually okay to be nervous.
Yeah, I was gonna
you're
say,
all right to be nervous. You know what I mean? But like, think about, you with that, use that nervousness to like, hey, I'm all right. Like I worked hard this week, and start thinking about all the stuff. So yeah, I'm glad that we have that rapport.
That's awesome.
And I'm glad that his point streak,
Love that
the point streak's
kept going.
alive.
I mean, I was nervous before every NHL game.
Yeah.
Legit.
Really?
Even preseason, I get nervous.
Wow.
Didn't matter. I always had nerves.
Yeah.
Always. So I think that's good. You don't want to lose that.
Make you feel something.
Exactly. It means you care, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, when does he have a game after 10 a.m. as well?
Yeah, I saw the schedule. The next game is at Anaheim Ice again.
Okay.
And I thought this one was at 8:45, and I was like, hey, 8:45 game. You're like, give me the next one's at 7 a.m.
What are they doing?
I know, they're
kids?
fucking assholes. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna look at the schedule and any Orange County games that are post
Later?
10 a.m.
California Heat, 16U AA.
Yeah.
12-15 game yesterday.
Oh, bro.
That's a perfect game.
Big win too. I gotta give shout out to the fellas. They beat I think Team OC. It just says OC. I didn't know that they had
Hockey Club.
OC Hockey Club.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
We were down 2-0. Ended up winning. I think the score was 5-3, around there, 5-6-4, something like that.
That's amazing.
Boys played good.
What is your duty on the bench? during
Assistant
this game?
coach. I stand with the forwards. I give my 2 cents and input. Coach Kelly does the lines, everything. I just say what I need to say at that moment.
So what do you think? Do you think you pressed some buttons that got them to do what they needed to do?
No, I don't think so. I think they knew.
Okay.
I know you want to give me credit, but I'm going to give the guys credit yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the boys credit.
Do you see a direct impact with the forwards where you're like, guys, we're down 2, they're doing this. I need you to go to the net, and I need you to do that. Like,
I think maybe I'm adding the little details of the game more to them, like where it's like, okay, good passes, communication, little things that are just so, minuscule, but they mean a lot in a game like that.
Sure.
For all those kids, it's creating those good habits.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, is just telling them those little things and then letting the coach.
Are the kids excited that you're there?
I think so. I mean, I was there for my birthday was yesterday, so they were excited for that. They were excited I was there for my birthday.
That is nice.
That was nice. By the way, happy belated birthday, Amber.
Thank you. We had
birthday neighbor.
Birthday neighbors. Thank God you're 1 year older. That's nice. I just can keep that. I can just keep that. I'm like, oh, you're turning 40 also? 41.
I know. Our boy Sully, I was talking to him, and he was like, so you're a year older than Hammer, huh? I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Yep, just the one. 1 year, 1 day.
Yeah, he's 85. I'm 84. That's how it works.
I love that you said about communication. I think with Maddox's game on Sunday, I think it was the first game that I could hear the boys talking to each other on the ice, like calling for passes or saying things. And it's like, that's something they've been working on. And it's like, Coach Bickley's just like, hey, you need to be audible. They need to be just, if you want, call for the pass, call for the puck, and
even on the bench, like we tell our guys, even at the NHL level, coaches will tell guys that are on the bench, talk on the bench.
Oh,
let guys know what's going on. If a guy gets a pass on the boards next to the bench, let him know if he has time or if he has a guy coming down and fucking kill him. Those things are huge.
if to give my wife credit, she has a barometer of where a game's going to go. She loves watching warm up. She thinks she can learn a lot of how the game's going to go from watching warm up. And we've watched games together where she's like, "Oh, this team's going to get whoever it is, whatever. This team's going to get dummied or that whatever." And I kept asking her, and she was like, "A lively warm up that this team is ready. Like, if they're not talking to each other, they're not yelling during warm up. They're not like, they're all just kind of sticking to themselves and like stick handling around. It's like that." She's like, "That's not going to translate into the game."
Yeah,
like,
I think I've noticed that because we go to a lot of Ducks warm ups.
Yeah.
When the Ducks are feeling it, it's
and
like they have a good game.
and like kind of hitting each
If
other.
they're out there and
like,
just feel all stiff and kind of like, we're fucking going through the motions.
yeah, it's ready to go through. So keep the boys talking and
I love it. I love it, Brian. That's good. That's good shit.
yeah.
We're in it.
I can't
Love
wait.
it.
The first game after 10, me and Nate are going to be there. Hopefully they have one.
When they serve McDonald's breakfast at 10,
Yes.
we'll be there.
We'll be there. We'll be ready. Can't wait. Well, Nate, have fun on the East Coast.
Thank you.
We'll catch you another time. I think we're going to try to bring you in digitally next week.
Yeah. On the World Wide Web.